Hello, magnificent beings. Eva Gregory here. Welcome to this week's Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur and the big kickoff to the Attracting High-End Clients workshop that starts on Monday, March 22nd. First of all, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, I'm Eva Gregory. I am the founder of the Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur Group and the founder of the Enlightened Business Success Academy, where I help coaches, thought leaders, spiritual entrepreneurs worldwide scale to six figures and beyond by integrating inner guidance with the proven business strategies that are working today. Very, very key in this ever-changing market. And after working with hundreds of clients over the years, I have found that there are several common mistakes that are keeping them struggling to get clients, much less attract high-end clients. And today I'm going to share with you the three top common and costly mistakes that keep coaches and heart-centered entrepreneurs struggling to get clients and certainly struggling in their businesses. And more importantly, I'm going to give you some immediate and some practical ways to avoid these mistakes moving forward. And here is what you are not going to get from today's call. You're not going to get some get-rich-quick scheme. You're not going to get shortcuts to success. This is not about doing nothing and your business just magically flourishes. It's not about the so-called gurus who are touting their magical pill, or even the claim from some who say, just do exactly as I say, and you too will become amazingly healthy, wealthy, and wise. Creating a successful, sustainable business takes focus, it takes intention, and it takes due diligence. And I just realized my mic is way over in the back, so I'm going to move it over here since I'm not wearing it. All right, hopefully that you guys can hear me. But here's the thing, whatever it is that you're wanting to create in your business, you have to do your part. There is no such thing as overnight success in any business. It takes time, it takes effort, and of course it takes being an energy aligned. For sure, it takes being focused on what you want and your vision. It takes making sure, and this is the thing that I bring to the table, this is the foundation of everything, is that you're tapped into your inner guidance for all the decisions you're making in your business, but you still have to do your part. You cannot meditate your way to millions without taking action. Even law of attraction has the word action in it. However, the difference is it's coming from inspired action. That's the key. And it's coming from doing things in a way that's aligned with you, not someone else, because it can be very different from one person to another. But one way to shorten the process is, of course, by learning from someone who has been in the process for a while, someone who's been in the trenches, someone's been there, done that, because that way you can cut years off your learning curve to your own successful business. And regardless of where you might be in your business today, I don't care where it is, you can create success if that's what you want. And yes, you'll think, yeah, but for you, it's easy, Eva. You've been doing this forever. You're known in your industry. You already have a big list, but it didn't start out that way. We all had to start from the beginning. So one of the things that I really want to encourage you not to do is to play the comparison game. Particularly, we don't know what someone has done, what it's taken for them to get to where they are. And the only competition you have is with yourself, is to look at where you are today. Where do you want to be tomorrow? That is where you should be focused, not on anything else. And so I promise you that I went through a lot of the mistakes that I am going to be sharing with you today, and so many more, because now I want you to cut the years off of your learning curve and learn from my mistakes, okay? So I was determined when I got started that I was going to figure this thing out. because regardless of the struggles that I was having, I knew that this work that I'm doing was my path. I knew it. And it's definitely my passion. But I had to be not willing to take no for an answer when I'd run across the obstacles and the walls. And I did eventually figure it out. And of course, now I get to enjoy a very sustainable multiple six-figure business. And as a result of all that I've experienced up to this point, I want to give you some of the shortcuts, if you want to call them that, so that you can at least cut that off of your learning curve. And you can experience the success as well. But you've got to, you'll hear me say a lot, you've got to always bring it back to, what if success is my only option? What if success is my only option? Because when you start to ask yourself questions like that, then you know that you're going to hit obstacles, you're going to have challenges along the way, you're going to hit walls, and you keep going. Okay? So if you think that you're the exception to the rule as far as who can create a successful business doing what you love and making an impact in the world, which I know is what those who are in my, what do you want to call it, ecosystem, I guess, that is who you are. I know how you feel. I felt the exact same way myself. What I found was, with a focus forward and not being willing to take no for an answer, trying different things until I finally found what worked for me. And I was trusting my inner guidance along the way. And I certainly was not willing to give up, when it would have been so easy to do that. And I found that there is always a way. There's always a way. And what I know to be true is that if you have a core desire to create a highly successful business for yourself, you have within you what it takes to succeed. Hello, Diane. Yes, success is my only option. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. You know, you hear me say that ad nauseum, right? Oh my gosh. So you just have to understand what you need to be doing and where you need to be focused. And I want to help you with this. I want to help you with it now as we go over the top 3 mistakes. I also want to help you in the upcoming workshop, where we have 5 glorious days together online in the Successful Spiritual Entrepreneur group, helping you to really look at, how do you position yourself? How do you get the mindset? Then how do you put the practical business strategies in place to start attracting those high-end clients who value the services that you offer? It can be done, all right? And so right now what I want to do is, hey, Cher, good to see you. What I want to do right now is I want to share with you the 3 massive mistakes to avoid that keeps you struggling, not only to get clients, but particularly to attract high-end clients and create a highly successful business. And I'm going to start with the 3rd biggest mistake, and I'm going to work our way up to the 1st biggest mistake, okay? And I'm going to give you some ways that you can change these things if you find that this is where you are as well. And of course, any of you who have not registered for the Attracting High-End Clients workshop, I highly recommend you come join us for that. You can register at attractinghighendclients.com. Okay, attractinghighendclients.com. You do need to be registered to participate in all the festivities and the free coaching and lots of goodies. And we got contests and prizes and all the fun stuff that goes along with it, right? But you do have to be registered. So highly recommend you do that. attractinghighendclients.com. Yay, looking forward to these days. Awesome. Good to see. Facebook user. Hey, you know, one of the things I just should have said was that I'm on StreamYard. And it says, you know, you have to click a little link so that it shows who's speaking when they comment. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. It's okay. I'm really in gratitude that you're here. And I hope that you get a lot of value out of what we're doing here today. So let's get started with the number 3 massive mistake that spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches tend to make. And that is trading time for dollars. In other words, you're selling services and you're selling the time with you rather than the outcome or the transformation that you provide. Get the difference? So, hey, Val, this is good to see you. Welcome. Now we can see you. Awesome. Good to have you here. All right. So, guys, it's just amazing to me when I'm speaking to folks like you. You've got such incredible value. And yet the majority of them are still struggling to get clients. And even when they do get clients, they're still struggling to make ends meet. Part of the challenge is, firstly, it's actually seeing the value that you offer. And then secondly, is getting others to see the value in what you offer. And believe me, the folks that I have had the privilege of speaking with and working with over all of these years, they give incredible value. They are changing lives. And my hunch is that in your work, you are too. The bigger challenge they're facing, though, isn't building their list. It isn't prioritizing their products or their services or choosing their niche. Now, these are all definitely different elements of your business. They are key elements of your business, but that's not their biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is learning, how do I communicate the value of what I have to offer in a way that high-end clients not only see it for themselves, but they're eager to work with you and to invest with you and to pay you handsomely for the value that you offer. As a heart-centered coach, a healer, or a spiritual entrepreneur, it's very critical for you to create a business that flows and grows in a way that's fully in integrity with your beliefs and your values, which is important. And when you do, you create a business that creates a pipeline of clients so that you can fill your programs, your products, your services, your events. You can easily communicate the transformation that your services provide, which results in conversations that convert into high-end clients. And that is how you can more easily generate income on a regular, consistent basis instead of the feast or famine that I see so many coaches and spiritual entrepreneurs going through. This is the foundation of the work that I do with the clients in my Enlightened Business Success Academy. So if you just imagine for a moment tripling your income and cutting your work week down to 4 days a week, or imagine breaking through the six-figure income barrier and yet you're working less in the process. Imagine increasing your business by 200%, or imagine attracting 30 new clients within 30 days. These are the results that some of my clients have experienced. So to experience similar results for you, you have to embrace your value. You have to embrace the transformation that you have to offer and be willing to charge for the value that you're offering. I also want to put to bed, once again, any thoughts that if you feel like, well, I'm too new to create a massively successful business, or I'm too new to charge higher fees for what I do, or maybe you feel like I'm just not known in my niche yet, or maybe you're saying, I don't have a large following. It's okay. We all had to start somewhere, right? And it's still possible for you to reach those in your divine market, charge higher fees than you're probably charging right now. It's not about how well known you are or how long you've been at it. If you have something you're passionate about that creates value for your market, and your divine market is passionate about getting the results from what you offer, you have what you need to create a thriving 6+ figure business, making a difference in the lives of others, doing what you love and doing it uniquely and authentically and aligned with your spirit and values. But it is all in the way you approach it. So you want to look at how are you communicating what you offer. This is less about sharing the services you provide or the information you provide. Information overload. We are on information overload as it is. That is a commodity, all right? And your value is in the results and the transformation that your clients experience as a result of working with you. So you got to shift the way you might be looking at yourself or your business, even your clients. And when you do, you start to see the value of what it is that you offer. It will change your business. It will change your life. When you start charging based on the transformation and the results that your clients experience, instead of the amount of time that you're spending with them, or you're on Zoom with them, or you're on the phone with them each week, if you understand it's not about the information you give, it is about their transformation. Get the difference? It's about the results and outcome they experience. Lives change when you do this kind of work. You are changing lives. And yet most heart-centered coaches, healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, they are completely missing the boat when they talk about trading time for dollars. It is never your value. This one, I see Diane is doing the hashtag with all the nuggets, which I love. This is something we do in the workshop all week. I love it. I love that, Diane. And here's one for you. The value is always and only in the outcome and the transformation you provide. So the value is engaging you for the outcome that will get them. You guys see this? So you've got to start seeing yourself in a different light and start charging for your services based on the results someone gets by working with you, rather than based on the information or the time that you're putting in. Your work, your message, your mission is not about information. It is certainly not about the time you put in. So here's the thing you want to start asking yourself. What is the value that someone gets from working with me? And you want to look at it from two perspectives. One is, what is the direct value that happens? And then secondly, what's the long-term value that they're getting? So let me give you an example. Hey, Janet, good to see you. So where am I? I'm gonna keep looking over here at the comments and then I lose my thoughts. So what is the value that somebody gets you long-term and short-term? All right. So for example, the direct value one of my clients received working with me is, while we were working together, she created a six-figure income while working less. She got out of debt and she increased her one-on-one clients out of the new group coaching programs that she launched. And of course, now she's got this following. She's selling her other programs and products too. All of these were vehicles for her getting her message out. And this is where she was building her confidence. And she's doing this through her connection to spirit. One of the things that I lead in all of my programs and classes in the Enlightened Business Success Academy is inner guidance first, right? Mindset, energy alignment, and inner guidance have to come first. And man, once you've got that, the rest will just kind of flow. All right. So that was the short-term value she got from me. Now, the long-term value, long after she's not been working with me, she has taken with her an understanding of how to identify and use a successful system for maintaining and growing a six-figure business. She has now got the business skills and the knowledge and the ability to continue applying what she originally implemented during our time together. She's been established as an expert in her industry where she is repeatedly asked to speak, which means that results in new prospects who then become clients. And she does all of this from that first understanding of alignment to spirit first, and then applying the practical business strategies that work. Okay. Yes. Inner guidance. You've got that, Diane. Oh my gosh. So can you see? And this is something for you to do with your own clients. I highly recommend you sit down with the clients, whether you've worked with them for fee or for free. All right. And look at what was the value they got while we were working together. What's the long-term value they're taking away from them that's going to be with them for the rest of their life? Can you start to see how the value is way more than you're probably giving yourself credit for? But when you trade time for dollars, you're not seeing that. It's not focused on the value. And anytime you're charging by the hour, I don't care how high your fees get, when you're doing that, if you think about it, it's all about you, right? That it makes the income about you rather than, okay, this is going to be about the results that you get. This is going to be about the value that you as a client receives. So we want to take the spotlight off of you and we want to put it over on your clients, right? So they understand the value of what you have to offer. And when they get it and you've got it, oh, it's just so easy for them to be able to see it. You get this? All right. So when they can see what you have to offer and they can see the benefits of working with you, then of course they're going to be eager to engage you. They will happily invest with the fees that you're charging, and they will agree it is totally worth it. And one thing that's different around most clients and high-end clients is high-end clients already come in with that level of mindset of understanding that they're seeing it as an investment for their transformation or the ability to achieve results working with you. They're not seeing it as an expense. And I'll tell you something else is when you are undercharging for what you offer, not only you're not doing them a disservice, but you're doing them a disservice. They can't understand the value of what you have. It's almost like if someone would say, I'm going to sell you a Rolls Royce and I'm going to give it to you at a Volkswagen price. They're not going to go, oh, yeah, let me have it. They're going to go, oh, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong with this picture. Okay. Because energetically, it's not a match. Okay. Anyway, I hope that I'm hammering this home for you guys. All right. So you've got to just be thinking results, not here are the services I provide. Here are the hours I offer and here are the fees I charge. It's not about that. It is talking about the results folks get when they work with you. That's what you do. That's what's important. So let's do this right now, just very quickly. Take a moment and think about the biggest client success story you've ever had, whether that was a paying client, whether it was a free client, doesn't matter. If they got results, they got results. Okay. And it can, and if you have, I'd love to know what it is that you do for your clients. What is the work that you do? It could be helping them from how to successfully apply the law of attraction in their lives so that they can create the results that they're wanting. It might be helping them get to a higher income level. It might be creating a better relationship with their spouse. It could be finding time for busy moms. It could be attaining better health, result focus. Yes. So just think about what it is, the transformation that you provide for your clients. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of folks think that in order to charge higher fees, that what you do has to be money focused. It's not true. That is not what it takes to validate higher fees. I created a healthy six-figure income just by helping my clients consciously, intentionally, and deliberately apply law of attraction to change their lives. That was what I got into coaching to do. And to access spirit within them and in their personal lives. And sometimes during that work, sometimes it was on money, but that wasn't my focus back then. It was on where they were, right? Sometimes it was on relationships. Sometimes it was on career. Sometimes it was on simply helping them learn how to feel better more of the time than they had in the past. And by giving them the tools to do that for themselves, now they have a whole new way of living. Their lives have just been transformed, okay? And when folks achieve these kinds of new states of being, when they've been given a whole new lease on life, their consciousness shifts. And they absolutely see the tremendous value in that. So go back now as you're thinking about your biggest client success story and just see what was the value they received from you. What were the results, the outcome, or the transformation? And so Val does spiritual transformation, and I help them to discover the creator within and help them to spiritually awaken. That, I'm going to say this starting in the Attracting High-End Clients workshop tomorrow. But one of the things that I want all of you to know, that whatever niche you're in, there are always high-end clients. There is not a niche out there that has no high-end clients in it. So if you have a story going on that say, but what I do is not for high-end clients, most of the time, I'm not going to put a blanket 100%, but 90%, 95%, 98% of the niches out there can have high-end clients within that niche. Okay. So it's up to you to decide, who do you want to be your divine client? Janet, I help my clients set and meet goals by using the nursing process and a holistic assessment to see where their strengths are. Fabulous. We have one, create a better relationship with themselves in order to get a balanced life. That one, I tell you, there's tons of high-end clients looking for that. Long-term life change from Valdez. Yeah, absolutely. So you guys, you're starting to, I hope you're starting to get it that, wait a minute. I have something to offer that is of high value here, high value. And now for those clients and what you do with them, just imagine what it would have been worth to them, or what it has been worth to them, to go from where they were when you first met them to the shift that occurred as a result of working with you. What do you think they would say the value of that is? I happen to think they probably think it's priceless. Someone who is in some kind of pain, not necessarily always pain, but if they're in pain, if it's around relationship or health or self-esteem or confidence or life balance, or from overwhelmed to about, all of those things, when someone's in the thick of it, the person in the thick of that sees the value of being able to get shifted out of that. Can you see that? So it does not have to be all money related for people to see the value in it. So I hope that you're starting to see how incredibly powerful your work is and how valuable your work is to your clients. But it's important for you to create a business that can support you in actually being available to those who are looking for you and the value that you provide. So your mission, your message, your purpose, your passion gets out there. You create a far reach in the world in the way that it was meant to be. So I hope you can see how important it is that you offer your services at a price point that is valued and respected by your divine market and reflects the level of transformation that you cause. My client said he feels bad because they received so much value that he underpaid. He then enrolled his sister and paid for her full course. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. These are the kinds of things, and we have what's going on in our heads usually is the limiting beliefs that are disallowing you from standing out there and really being loud and proud not in an egotistical way, but you know what I'm saying about what you do and the value that you bring. Okay. Because when you can see it, then your clients can see it. But if you don't see it, then they can't. So if you're like me or the hundreds of heart-centered entrepreneurs I've spoken to or worked with, you can have a burning desire. You can have a passion for what you do. You can have the positive impact that you're here to make in the world, and you deserve to be well paid for that. Guys, we live in a universe that is law of attraction based. And for those of you who are new to me, this is one of the things that law of attraction, inner guidance, energy alignment, mindset. Do you know it all stems from law of attraction, from the universal law? That it's a thread that runs through everything. This is a law of attraction based universe. Now, I know when we look around the world, it's hard to believe that there is no law of assertion. That means, however, because there's not a law of assertion, no matter what's going on in the world around you, if you have a drive, if you have a passion for something, there are absolutely those out there who have a drive and a passion for what you have to offer them. And there are many, many folks who are ready, willing, and eager to pay you what you are worth for the value that you offer, for the results and the transformation that you can help them achieve. So it's really important that you set yourself up so that you are able to provide those services to those who are looking for you. And it is essential for you to understand the value of your services. And when you do, the rest of the world will too. If you're in business, you're in from love and a passion for it, you have a responsibility to provide your services in a way that brings the most impact to your clients, in a way that will most benefit the world. And if you're thinking too small, or if you're afraid to ask for the value, the true value of what you offer, then you're not making it possible for folks to understand the value of what you're doing. That's what I was talking about. You're offering them a Rolls Royce at a Volkswagen price. Massive disconnect, massive disconnect. And that's why when you do that, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're actually doing your clients a disservice, because they can't see the value. When they see the value, once somebody sees the value and they know what that's going to do for them, they want that. They want it. They're not coming kicking and screaming. They're like, where do I sign? And what I also know is that you got into the work that you're doing for a reason. So are you willing to step into your power and embrace the value that you provide? And if you are willing to do that right here, say, I am embracing the power. I am willing to step into my own power. I am ready to embrace the value that I provide. Just put I am in the comments below, because this is important for you to understand that you've got to understand your value in your own mind first, what it costs folks not to engage with you or to continue with what they're doing forever in the way that they're doing it. Massive gap in what's possible for them. Okay, so think about the value when you're sharing your services, and think about the fees that you deserve to earn. To understand your value in the cells of your being, to be able to command what you deserve and get it from those who are eager to invest in themselves through you, that requires a mindset shift. This is what we're going to talk about Monday in the Attracting High-End Clients workshop. That has got to shift first, okay? So let's just talk about mindset for a moment, because this is important. Yes, I'm loving it. I am embracing the power. I am awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Love seeing that. Of course, the minute you put it out there, you guys realize, oh, I'm getting some more I ams now. You have just taken it from energetically, which is, of course, where we most easily create. And you have just taken the first step to move it into the physical world by putting this down. Well, it's digital, not in writing, but it's digital. It's out there, okay? We can see it now here in the physical realm. So let's talk about mindset real quick. Mindset is just it's just a fixed mental attitude, right? And it's your response to situations around you based on the attitude that you hold. My late mentor, and some of you may agree, Jim Rohn, which I loved dearly, one of his quotes was, "Your attitude determines your altitude." He always had such a great way with words, and that one I loved. So now, let us look at mindset, and let's look at it through the perspective of law of attraction. And this is something you might want to write down. But first of all, the formula is thought plus emotion plus action equals outcome. Thought plus emotion plus action equals outcome. All right. So if we break that down, it's like you have a thought or a belief, and that thought or that belief creates an emotion, an emotional charge or a feeling within you. And how you're feeling emotionally determines the action that you take or you don't take, which results in a certain outcome. Okay. So thought plus emotions plus action equals outcome. So important to get this. All right. So for example, if your thought is, I'm afraid I won't succeed, or you're going, what if I fail? What is the emotions around that thought? The emotional charge you have as a result of that kind of thought is one of fear. It's one of feeling small. You may feel scared. And then, of course, when you feel that way, the actions that you choose come from that place. It comes from the fear. It comes from playing small. It comes from the limiting belief. And therefore, the action you choose is going to reflect that. Because you're afraid you won't succeed, you won't. You're afraid you won't succeed, and so you procrastinate. You let opportunities that are right in front of you that would support you in creating your success pass you by, even when they're being offered to you. And so as a result, your work doesn't get out there in the world in a bigger way, and those who are searching for what you have to offer cannot benefit. Works both ways. You're not benefiting, they're not benefiting. I keep hitting my microphone. Sorry, guys. So as a result, and this is interesting, as a result of that mindset with that limiting belief, even when your inner guidance is saying, yes, come this way, you go, oh, no, I can't. And you back off and you play small and you say no. And then you get the same small results you continue to get over and over again. Is this making sense? Yes, no, maybe so? Let me know. So even in order to act on the inner guidance that you're given, it's so important that your mindset is clean, that your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are in alignment. And that puts you in that higher vibrational frequency that attracts success. And as Diane put in the comments earlier, success is my only option. That is your mantra. What if success is my only option? Do you see where just asking that question doesn't go to the negative I can'ts, what if down? We call that the what if down game, right? What if success is my only option? Who would I be? What would I be thinking? Where would I be focused? What solutions would I be looking for? What am I now open to coming in through inner guidance that I was not open to, could not access when I was in what if I fail? What if I don't succeed? Do you see the difference? Two different vibrations. It's like two different radio stations, right? 91 AM, what if I fail? What if I can't succeed? What if this doesn't work? 88.5 FM, what if success is my only option? Two different frequencies. And this literally is how we get into these other frequencies. This is the beauty of energy alignment. This is the beauty of law of attraction. It doesn't take the physical action to shift your vibration into opportunity. It's just you and your energy. It's so easy, easier than we make it for sure. So man, am I hoping this is like sinking some, at least putting some little seeds, planting some seeds that will sprout at some point if they haven't already. Yes. And so Valdez, how to define success? So what does success mean to you? It's different for everyone. What feels so good to you? What do you consider success? Do you know that a lot of people, I'll tell you, this is an interesting thing too, because just being so entrenched for, oh my gosh, 30 something, almost 40 years now. God, really dating myself. But the whole work and energy and proving it over and over again for me, for my clients. But the difference is a lot of people say success is measured by my bank account. No, it's not. Because I've worked with them, multimillionaires, billionaires, celebrities. They have the bank account and they are not happy. That is not a measure of success. Money helps, totally helps. That's why I'm here to help spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches create a level of success that they want, whatever that is for them. It might not even be 6 figures, might not be 7 figures. It doesn't matter, whatever it is for you. And so for you, Valdez, is what is success for you? But the true measure of success is your level of joy. Because when you're in joy, you're connected to your source energy. And when you're in joy, life can feel good in spite of everything that's going on around you. That's your true level of success. Now, the question is, what brings you joy? What brings you joy? And I'll tell you, I have all kinds of things that bring me joy, that fulfill me, that fills my cup. And one of those is having a level of income that makes me be able to, has me be able to do the things that I want to do and the freedom to do them, and the work that I can do in the world, right? So it's not either or. It can definitely be a both and, but it's all unique to you. All right. So definitely, probably level of bliss. Oh my goodness. Yes. Alignment with the frequency you choose. Oh God, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to, oh man, see, I get myself in trouble on these trainings, because then I get an idea. See, it's like coming that during the high-end client workshop, we're going to have the 5 days of training, and I have the 4 days of bonus sessions as well, and the live coaching we'll be doing. But I'm going to do, probably in the afternoon of one of the days, I really am going to do one whole training just on energy alignment, vibrational frequencies, how to really immerse yourselves in that, in your inner guidance. Okay, I've said it. It's out there and it's recorded. So let me get my pen. Okay, we just added one more class. Inner guidance. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood, and I love this stuff. So it'll be great. So I can't wait to add that to the list. You won't see it in your workbooks. For those of you who have already signed up, and you should have your workbooks by now. If you haven't, raise your hand in the group. If you guys are not, because this is going to be streamed somewhere else outside the group as well. If you're interested in joining us, attractinghighendclients.com is where you register. Come on and join us in the group, and join all the fun, the frolic, the festivities. Come on down. You'll be glad you did. All right. So much for my commercial. Okay. So now back on my soapbox. You guys, is this making sense? Yes. Service, results, being filled with love. Yes, of course. Love is what we are. That is who we are. So if you understand now the connection between your mindset and even inner guidance, spirit can be calling you all day long. And if you've got that limited mindset and you're going, even you're not trusting your inner guidance, you're not following it, right? So this is why mindset is so critical. It's so critical. And if you're not experiencing success and you're struggling with claiming your value, then your limiting mindset is running you, and you've got to release. That's your ego's mindset, and start to come from the abundance mindset of your soul, of your higher self, of source energy. All right. So, yes, I see Valdez is registered. Of course, you added one more session. That is so lucky. Oh, I can get myself in trouble, but it's all good. It always is. So, yes, thank you, Diane. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's just give you some examples, some experiential ways of playing with this right now. So let's just say that you have a belief that it's so hard to make money. Now, where did the belief come from? It's a decision you made based on an experience you had. Usually that came early on in our early childhood, but it doesn't matter. You just decided, oh, clearly it's hard to make money. So you made up your mind, this is the way it is. And so what happens? You live in that vibrational frequency. So what do you continue to get? Experiences like that say, yes, it is hard to make money. Now, when you think about that, it's so hard to make money. How does that feel? So that's your thought. We're going to take thought plus emotional charge plus I just lost my train of thought. Thought plus emotion plus action equals your outcome, right? So if you're thinking about it's so hard to make money, that's your thought. What is the emotional charge that comes up with you when you think of that? Does it feel expanded and light? Does it feel contracted? Does it feel heavy? Just kind of notice what's the feeling that comes up when you think it's so hard to make money. Other examples of things that we have are, I can't charge a lot for what I offer, or people won't pay it. Like, people won't pay if I charge too much. All right. What does that feel like? Does that feel good? No. Okay. So you had a thought, you had a feeling. Now, based on that feeling, it's hard to make money. Your actions are not going to be, oh, yes, so let's go do what it takes to make some money that feels so hard to do. We like, oh, we don't want to. We hold ourselves back, which results in an outcome that is not what you want. Okay. So it's so hard to make money. I can't charge a lot and get it. What are those emotions? Is it anger? Is it resignation? Is it fear? Is it frustration? Is it despair? Is it sadness? Just notice it is a contracted energy, right? So if you now think about the decisions you've made resulting in the actions you've taken from that place, when you think thoughts like that, were those decisions made from inspiration or desperation? Were they made from inspiration or disconnection? Fear. When you're making decisions and you're taking actions from fear, you are not acting on your truth. You're not acting on your potential. You're certainly not listening to your inner guidance. And until you choose to listen and shift your mindset, you are going to continue to get the same results you've been getting in your business and your life. We're talking about business, but this applies to everything. So the question becomes, how do you know what's your truth and what isn't? By the way it feels to you. By the way it feels to you. Your inner guidance, your soul, your higher self is always going to let you know when you're focused on your truth or not, based on how you feel. And if you look at your thoughts like, it's so hard to make money, or I can't charge much and get people to pay for it. If you're looking at that and that doesn't feel good to you, one of my favorites, you can't be spiritual and be wealthy. Oh my goodness, big one. Oh, and another one, which we're going to get to in a little bit. Sales and marketing are sleazy and manipulative. So can you feel that? And can you feel how that feels? Now, it's not your truth because it doesn't feel good to you. That's the good news. That's a lie that you've bought into. That's a lie you bought into. And so if when you think about these thoughts and they don't feel good to you emotionally, I'd say congratulations, because it means those limiting thoughts, those limiting beliefs are not your truth, right? So if we go back to those limiting thoughts and beliefs, now let's shift it in the same way as I talked about. What if success is your only option? What if it's easier to make money than you thought? How does that feel? What if it's so easy to make money? I just didn't realize it. What if it's easy to make money? How does that feel? If those thoughts feel better to you, you have just connected with your truth and your guidance. And that emotional relief that you feel is your guidance affirming that for you. So if you start getting very sensitive to the thoughts that you're having, most of them are knee-jerk decisions we made a long time ago. Some of it's subconscious. It's kind of like we're fish in water and we don't know it. It's like that. And so if you get sensitive to it and you go to the opposite of it, well, what if it is easy to make money? What if people are eager to pay me? What if they do see the value of the services I offer? How does that feel? Oh, so good. If so, that's your truth. All right. So this is, I'm encouraging you to play with this over the rest of your life, really, but play with it over the next week and just start to notice, be sensitive how much of what's not true, your truth, what's not your truth that you've been living in versus what is. So that's the what if up game. What if it is easy? Take anything that you've said that's negative. What if ... The opposite is true. And then feel into that. Do not underestimate the power of this very seemingly simple game. And I do want to challenge you to play. I call it the what if up game. Play it as you go through your day and start turning those negative thoughts and those beliefs around in the moment. This little game here can change the quality of your life on a dime if you let it. Ladies and gentlemen, you offer enormous value. You offer enormous value. And when you finally shift from that mindset of trading time for dollars and you focus it on the results, outcome, and transformation that you provide, your business will take off. You will begin to attract those clients who totally resonate with that. All right. So that was massive mistake number 3. Now we're counting up. All right. The second massive mistake that spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches make is what I just alluded to a minute ago. And that is this belief that sales and marketing is sleazy and manipulative, or whatever your words are for that. But they're in resistance to sales and marketing, right? I had coached so many coaches and spiritual entrepreneurs who have suffered and struggled with getting clients, and they despise the idea of having to market or sell their services. I know, especially heart-centered folks like you, that you just want to do what you do best and you want to leave the rest. Unfortunately, business requires business skills, but it does not require sleaze or manipulation. Thank God. All right. And a lot of you, especially if you're promoting services that are more spiritual, that's another limiting belief. If it's spiritual, I can't be charged. There is no niche that doesn't have high-end clients who value what you offer. Remember that. And so you might be one of those that says, well, promoting my services feels repelling and offensive to my spirit. How does that feel? Probably. It's just what you had, the definition you've had on sales and marketing is what's done that. And so you have to just feel your way to that, right? And I want to invite you to look at the limiting beliefs that you might hold about sales and marketing. Guys and gals, if you're in business, you must be able to do sales and marketing, okay? But you've got to shift what you see that as and the definition you hold of that, okay? And usually those limiting beliefs come from, once again, our past experiences, right? And that perspective is crippling your business and your success. So let's look at what sales and marketing really are, all right? So let's say that I announce I'm going to be offering you a coupon, and you can redeem that for a month of free one-on-one mentoring sessions with me. It's going to have a major impact on your business. And during these sessions, we're going to look at your overall business. We'll see where you are right now. We'll look at what's going to take you to the next level in your business so that you create, I don't know, a sustainable 6-figure business over the next 12 months. And together, we're going to create a crystal clear vision. We're going to help you clarify your vision. We're going to uncover those limiting beliefs, and and any hidden challenges that are coming, we're going to bring them up to the light, nip them in the bud, all right, which is what we need to do with our limiting beliefs, and then have you leave inspired to turn your business into a revenue generator that has you doing only what you love while making a positive impact in the world. All right. Anybody interested? If anybody's interested, based on what you heard, you can just put yes in the comments below. But the whole point of this exercise is to have you look at, what did I just do? What did I just do? All I did was I identified who would be interested in my coupon for mentoring with me. So look at it like this. This is the energy. This is the energy. I simply offered an appetizer, my appetizer, to as many folks at my party, that would be you in this case, as I could reach right now. And then I invited you to self-select if you're interested in my appetizer, all right? Some people are interested in my appetizer. Some are not. And that's okay. And this is the point I'm wanting to make here. Because all I've wanted to know is who is interested in my appetizer. That is it. That is it. Do you know that that is marketing? Passing your appetizer tray to see who is interested. Not buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, but hey, here's what I'm about. Here's what I do. And if you're interested, let me know. And some people will be interested in what you have to offer, your appetizer. Some people will not be interested right now, but they will later. Some people will never be interested. They didn't never like that kind of appetizer, but they know somebody who would love it and send it your way. And then what happens? We have more people that come to the party. And what do? You pass your appetizer tray around again. Do you get the energy of this? This is the energy you need to be bringing to your business and to the table and everything that you're doing with the practical business marketing strategies to put yourself out there. All right. Make sense? So there you go. And see, I got a yes. Janet said yes. I got a heart. This is good. All right. Okay. So now that was marketing. Have I made any sales yet? Even if I said, took on those people to have that, take advantage of my free coupon, I've not made any sales yet, have I? So that all marketing is finding out who's interested in what you have to offer. And the way you do that is by creating relationship with those in your divine market and then passing your appetizer tray around. All right. And what was my appetizer? What was I doing? I was talking about the things about why you might want my appetizer, how my appetizer could benefit you. And you'll do the same when you pass your appetizer tray around. And just know some will self-select in or out, maybe now, maybe later, or maybe they won't ever. They'll refer people to you, or maybe they just won't. Maybe they're just not interested. That's okay. That's all you wanted to know. Because what are you doing? You're finding those people who do resonate with you. And now where do you put your focus? On them. You don't try to talk somebody that's not interested into anything. That is a guarantee for headaches and stress and struggle. Okay. You're not interested. When someone says, no, I'm not interested in your appetizer, you don't go, oh my God, I'm crushed. What's wrong with me? I need therapy. We've got to figure this out. It's like, oh, okay. Big deal, right? This is the energy that you want to bring. It's like, oh, okay. So clearly we're not a match. That's great. Next. That's all you're doing. You're just looking for who's interested. There is no sleazy manipulation here. Do you get that? You're not trying to force anything on anyone. And everyone that you reach out to is respected, is appreciated, whether they self-select in or not, right? Okay. So there is also a big difference between marketing and sales. And so selling, when you shift your perspective around what that means, is just as easy and pure in energy as marketing, which is simply creating relationships and making your offers to see who's interested. The difference is you can then help your potential clients self-select in becoming paying clients, but you're helping them self-select. You are not forcing anything on anyone. So just let's get all of these horrific, nightmarish, dreadful thoughts and beliefs we hold about sales and get rid of them, right? And some of those thoughts would be things like, people will think I'm just out for the money, or I have to trick people into buying something. No, you don't. If you feel that you have to do that, they are not your ideal client. They're not in your divine market. So bless them and let them go their way. I'll fail. I'll feel like a fake. Honey, if you are passionate about what you do, there is nothing to worry about. You're just sharing your passion and seeing who's interested. Do you get it? That's it. That's it. And I hope this is painting the picture, but you just, anytime you have a belief like that, just got to ask yourself, is that really true? Is that true? How does that feel? That doesn't feel good. Then what is my way? There are definitely people out there who do marketing and do sales that is sleazy and manipulative. And that's where we've gotten the idea that that's the way it is. It is not everyone. It is certainly not this group. It is not the work that we do as coaches and healers and spiritual entrepreneurs. All right. And so when you create a whole new perspective and you create a whole new story around what sales means, you will open up your ability to succeed in your business. What if sales is service, which it is when you come from your heart, when you come at it the way I certainly do and the way I teach it? What if it were the opportunity of a lifetime for you to be the magnificent person you've always dreamed of being? You're able to make a powerful difference in the world by offering massive value to others. What if you were so clear about your value and the value you have to offer that you love talking about it? That would be natural. And you shared it with enthusiasm and with joy. And what if your focus was on making a valuable contribution to whoever you were talking to, and you took the focus off you and you got it over there on your client? When in doubt, focus out. And you have an opportunity here to transform lives. And so this is what's possible. There's a what if up for you. You have an opportunity here. So start to value yourself and get excited about what you have to offer and how you help people, and have fun with this. Have fun in your business. Have fun with every aspect of your business, in the promotion of your business, of sharing your stuff, of your marketing, of the sales conversation. Value your products and your services. They are helping people's lives change. Value everyone you come into contact with and recognize they all have dreams and aspirations just like you do. And to realize that most folks want to contribute to life. And that's all any of you are doing when you are willing to just create relationship with those in your divine market, and then share openly, share enthusiastically about what you have to offer, and then allow them to self-select who's interested in your delicious appetizer or not, right? So I hope you can see the critical importance of understanding the true meaning and definition of sales and marketing. Get rid of the lies that you're holding on to, the lies that are probably, you're leading your life based on these lies, which is creating havoc. Get rid of them. Done. So understand, sales and marketing is simply being of service and sharing what you love and what you're passionate about, and then looking for who is interested, not forcing anything on anybody. By the way, even if you know you can help them and they're going, nope, not for me, love them and leave them. This is where it can start to get forced when you think, oh, but you need my help. No. We all have our own inner guidance. They might be back later. You can take a stand for them. We're not going to get into that conversation today, but today it's about shifting your energy around the truth around what sales and marketing is, and the energy and the intent and the integrity and the spirit that makes it empowering and powerful, not sleazy and manipulative. Because the cost of holding a limiting belief that marketing and sales are sleazy and manipulative will cost you your business. It will cost you, in many cases, your self-esteem and your confidence. It will cost you your ability to be the catalyst for change and good to those you are meant to serve in this world. And you will keep struggling in your business rather than living a life that you're meant to live, and in a business that is supposed to be joyful and fun, okay, and massively successful. All right. And done with clients who are grateful and honored to have the opportunity to work with you for the results, the outcome, and transformation that you provide. All right. So your work is look at your business and the services that you offer and ask yourself, is this something I truly believe in? If it is, the next question is then it is, and what's the value of this to others? What's the impact for them? What is it that I take a stand for and I find valuable, and that this is how I serve others? And then how do I offer it in a way that's respectful and honoring, like passing my appetizer tray? This is the way you feel good about sharing what you're about in this world. It comes from inspiration. It comes from love. It comes from the core values of who you are. All right. So this is the time for you to remember to do it in a way that feels good to you, and then toss out all those limiting beliefs, all those old thoughts about marketing and sales, that it's sleazy and manipulative and all that crap. Yeah, some people do it that way. Not us. We know better. We know better. Okay. You are simply communicating from soul to soul, from heart to heart. And you're offering your product or your service in a way that's clear, it is inviting, and it has people wanting to say yes to you. All right. Oh my God, Valdez. Yes. Well, yes. There will be lots of notes. You will have a workbook, but that workbook is going to be your multiple six-figure business guide by the end of our workshop together. So, yay! It makes me happy to see things are changing. Yes, Janet, love thinking of it as an appetizer. So much less personal. We just don't have fits about passing an appetizer tray. Gosh, guys, my hairs are tickling my face. All right. Okay. Now, this brings us finally to the number one massive mistake that I see spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches make. And that is that they're trying to do it all alone. They're trying to do it all alone. You got into the work that you do because you have a passion for it. You've got a desire to make a difference in the world, and now you are in business for yourself. And then you start coming up against some challenges. See if any of you can relate to this. You've invested in a lot of training or certification. You've been getting rave reviews, maybe from your friends who you've helped transform, and then nothing. Maybe it feels like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall, hoping something sticks. Or you spend a week trying a new marketing technique, and that's followed by a week of no clients, right? And then again and again, you watch the pages of the calendar turn, and your deepest fear is becoming your reality. Now, maybe you're starting to feel like fraud, or you're not able to create the transformation for yourself that you actually create for your clients. Do you know there's a reason, by the way, I'm going to digress. The reason we can coach and mentor other people so easily is we don't have their baggage. We can hold space for them and their baggage. We do it for ourselves. It's like, we got to deal with our baggage, right? That's why you should always have a coach and mentor, which is where we're going here. But this is when your dreams start getting sucked into a black hole. And you might have had some success in attracting some new clients, but there's no consistency. It's feast or famine. And maybe you've tried 100 different things to get your mission and your message out there with a little success, but not much. And even while people are quick to praise you, they praise your services, but they're very slow to invest with you. And what you know is you need clients. You need more clients and you need more income. This is a business after all. And you're working really hard, right? Well, what I have found is just like me, when I got started, so many coaches, so many spiritual entrepreneurs don't understand the business side of running a business. And so they're living on a wing and a prayer, and then they get discouraged and they're ready to quit when all you needed was the support of someone who's successfully traversed the road your own, whose values are in alignment with your own. And instead of reinventing the wheel, you shave years off your learning curve and your business growth. I don't know any successful coach or spiritual entrepreneur who's ever gotten there by going it alone. You know, they say, I'm a self-made millionaire. Not really. Lots of help along the way. And if you value coaching and mentoring, and you are a coach or mentor or advisor for others, and you don't have that for yourself, you are not walking your talk. You are not in integrity, and you're not congruent with what you say you take a stand for. And for me, there is no way I would be experiencing the success that I did if I didn't rely on my coaches and my mentors all these years. I discovered coaching the last of 1998. That's how long ago it was. And that the minute I discovered coaching, I hired my first coach that then got me into coaches training. And I have been with coaches and mentors ever since. I can't even imagine where I would be if I hadn't had that. All right. especially while I was trying to find my way and figure out what works and what doesn't. And also to figure out what works for me in my spirit and my values, not cookie cutter, not do it my way and I promise you it'll work for you. It doesn't. Why is it that 10 people can take a course and 7 out of the 10 fail and 2 maybe plod along and 1 does really, really well? It's what's aligned with your spirit, what's aligned with your values, are the kinds of things that are important for you. What one person does and thrives on cold calls, woo, not me. If you told me that's what I had to do in order to be successful in business, I'd walk away. So this is the importance of finding someone who is aligned with you, so that you're not feeling like you're living on a wing and a prayer. You're not trying hundreds of different things, holding limiting beliefs that don't serve you, that you don't even know you have, and throwing spaghetti against the wall, hoping something sticks. That's like pushing a wet noodle uphill, going nowhere fast, right? And of course, the problem that most coaches and spiritual entrepreneurs have top of mind is getting clients, right? But guess what? What if we could step that up? What if we could step that up? It's not just getting clients. You don't just want to get any old client. What if you really got clear on the value you offer and you're focused only on ideal clients, high-end clients in your divine market, so that you're not in that energy of just give me a client, right? Got to get out of that. We got 5 days to sort you out, right? We're going to give you everything you need to start to create that shift. So if you're serious about growing a successful business and you want that pipeline of high-end clients so that you're generating income on a regular, consistent basis and not on the feast or famine, you definitely need to consider getting someone who can help you with that. All right. So there you go. Those are the 3 massive mistakes of many. Those are the top 3 that I see spiritual entrepreneurs and coaches make that keeps them struggling, not only to get clients, but definitely not high-end clients, and create a healthy, sustainable business. So 3rd biggest mistake, trading time for dollars rather than claiming value to others based on the results and outcome and transformation they get from working with you. Mistake number 2, holding limiting beliefs, particularly the belief that sales and marketing is sleazy and manipulative. And of course, number 1, biggest mistake, trying to do it alone. Okay. So there you go, Kokomo's. What I really clearly is to get over this trading time for dollars, go back, identify the results your clients have experienced, identify where they were when they came in with you. What did they take away long after they're finished working with you? There's where it'll help you to get the value of what you're doing. Secondly, shift this belief about sales and marketing being sleazy and manipulative. That is a limiting belief. It certainly doesn't have to be your truth. It definitely doesn't have to be your truth. And you know what's your truth based on how it feels. And start thinking about your offers and passing the appetizer tray. You're just passing the appetizer tray for those who are interested in what you have to offer. And if you don't have your own coach or mentor, get one that's aligned with your values, your spirit. See this as an investment. See it as that's what high-end clients, they see it as an investment, not an expense, especially if you're serious about creating success in your business and making sure they're aligned with your spirit and values, because that's key too. All right. So right now, you can get that support by joining us in the Attracting High-End Clients Workshop. And I see many of you who are here are already signed up. So I'm super excited to roll up our sleeves. By the way, this week is a week of implementation. This is not about information. The implementation and experience is what's going to create the shifts for you. 5 days of going deep. We're going to go into the 5 pillars of the High-End Client Accelerator. We have bonus sessions planned, and apparently we're having another session all on inner guidance and energy alignment based on what came through today. And so it's just and helping you to apply it in real time so that you can start to create a successful, enlightened business that lights up your soul. So for those of you who have not registered, attractinghighendclients.com is where you can register and join the frolic and festivities. We're about to ramp this up big time over this next week. Participate in the work, participate in the implementation of what you're learning, because this literally over this week, you'll start putting these things in place right away. This isn't something that we're going to take information down to do later. It's now, baby, now. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. Be excited. Be very, very excited. And I can't wait to see many of you over this next week in the Attracting High-End Clients workshop. Big, big heart hugs, lots of love. Bye for now. Thank you, Valdez. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, hey, Debbie, good to see you too. Okay, over and out. We'll see you in the morning or whatever time it is for you. AttractingHighEndClients.com if you need to know more information about it. Otherwise, you guys, you've got the notes. You should have your workbook. If you need anything at all, just let me or Hallie know in the group, and we'll make sure that you are well taken care of. Big, big heart hugs. Bye for now.